Mrs. Pooja Chaudhary and it's the day 2 of Happy Back series. So today I'll teach you 4 asanas with the help of which you can cure your lower back pain. But before we proceed, I would like to address one query from day 1 of Happy Back series. This query is related to the child pose, which is the most relaxing asana for your back. So I'll show you first how to do the child pose. For doing child pose, sit on your heels and open your knees wide apart and then bend forward. Place your head on the ground. So the question is, most of us are not able to reach the ground without lifting our hip. Okay. So for that, what you can do, you can place the pillows in front of you and then you can relax here. You can increase the height of the pillows as per your comfort level, or you can place these pillows in between your legs like this, and then you can reach towards the ground and you can relax here for 2 to 3 minutes. See, you can select whichever method is comfortable for you. So now let's move on to the 4 poses which are really good for the lower back. So the first one is bridge pose. We also see that Kandharasana or Setu Bandhasana. For that, lie on your back, bend your knees, your palms should be facing downward, and then from here, inhale and raise your body up, exhale, down. Inhale, up, exhale, down. Do it 5 to 10 times as long as you are comfortable. And if this is really difficult for you and you are unable to lift your body up, or if it puts a lot of pressure on your back, then what you can do, you can place the pillow under your lower back and then relax in this position for 2 to 3 minutes. Okay. So then move on to the second pose, that is Supta Padangusthasana. For practicing that, you have to lie on your back, draw your knee to your chest and then hold your big toe with the help of these 2 fingers, index and middle finger, and then straighten up the leg towards the ceiling. Okay, and stay in this pose for 1 to 2 minutes and then bring it down and relax. Then repeat it to the other side. Okay, like this. See, if this is difficult for you, you're not able to reach your toe, or it's difficult for you to straighten it up, then what you can do, you can take the help of a strap or towel. I'll show you this with the help of this dupatta. And yes, one more thing, while doing this Supta Padangusthasana, make sure that your this whole back, from your lower back, from your sacrum to your shoulder blade, the whole area should be in complete contact with the ground. Don't lift it up. Like if you want to straighten it up, you can do this. You can raise your upper body up, but this is wrong. This is not going to give you the 100% benefits. Okay. So make sure that your whole upper body in complete contact with the ground whole time. So for doing this with the help of strap, just place the strap in the middle of your sole of your feet and then try to straighten it up. Don't apply too much pressure or stress either on the strap or on your foot. Relax and stay here for at least 10 to 12 breaths and then go back to the neutral position and then relax and repeat it on the other side. Okay, do it 2 to 3 times. Now if this doesn't feel comfortable for your back, then you can substitute this Supta Padangusthasana with this Viparit Karni with the support of wall. For that, what you can do, you can place your hips like this in complete contact with the wall and then lie on your back and straighten up your leg with the support of wall. Spread your arms towards the sides and stay in this pose for 5 to 10 minutes. Concentrate on your breathing pattern. Take long deep breaths here, and this is really good not just for your back but also for your legs, for your heart, for your blood circulation. This is really the magical asana for relaxation for your whole body. Okay, so now let's move on to third pose, that is Shalabhasana. Shalabhasana is not just good for your lower back but also improves your digestion and alleviates your mood. For doing this, lie on your stomach and your hands should be beside your body, your chin on the ground, and then for doing Ardha Shalabhasana, raise your one leg up, inhale and raise your one leg up, exhale down. Then inhale, raise other leg up and stay in this pose as long as you're comfortable, and then put it down. This was the Ardha Shalabhasana. Now for Purna Shalabhasana, what we do? We place our chin on the ground and interlace our fingers behind our back, and then when we inhale, we raise our upper and lower body up. Sorry, just the legs, our trunk, this pelvic area should be in contact with the floor, and don't bend your knees while doing this. This is inhale, exhale, down. Now inhale up, stay here as long as you are comfortable, and exhale down. See, if you are unable to raise your body up in this Shalabhasana, then you can substitute this Shalabhasana with Cobra pose. So I'll show you how to do Cobra pose. For doing Cobra pose, lie on your stomach and your all the 10 toenails should be in complete contact with the ground. Your legs should be stretched. Place your head on the ground and your hands beside your shoulder, and roll your shoulder back. From here, inhale, raise your body up, exhale down. The most common mistake that people do, they just sink in their shoulder. For like straightening up their elbow, what they do this. So this is the wrong practice. Okay, you make sure that your shoulder should be rolled back. And then here you inhale and exhale down. So this was the practice of Cobra pose. Do it 5 to 10 times or as long as you are comfortable. Now the fourth pose is the most relaxing asana, that is Supta Matsyendra Asana. For doing this, lie on your back and from here draw your knees to your chest and then place your this opposite hand, the left hand on your right knee, and stretch your this right hand towards the side. Now draw it towards the left when you exhale and turn your head towards the right. If you are unable to touch this to the ground, what you can do, you can take the support of pillows up to the height where your knees are comfortable. Okay, and stay in this pose and breathe here gently and deeply for at least 1 to 2 minutes, and then go back and repeat it with the other side. The other side also, place the pillow and then stretch your hands. Place your hands on your knees, draw it to the opposite direction and your head on the opposite side, and then breathe here. Inhale, exhale, and feel all the sensations happening happening in your lower back or any part of your body. See, while doing all these poses, don't stress your body, or you can modify all the poses as per your body needs. but don't stress, because these all are relaxation asanas and they are meant to give you, relief from the pain, not giving you, extra pain. So be cautious while performing all these asanas, and if you have any doubt related to any asana, please ask your question in the comment section. I'll answer those questions in my next video. So I'll see you in my next video of this happy back series. Till then, bye bye.